So I've actually got going at last. Just messing around there, make sure I've got everything. I think I've got everything. I usually forget something anyway. But so, what do you think? Stunning day, absolutely stunning day. But it's freezing. Forecast for tonight is like 20-mile-an-hour winds, and it's going to be absolutely bitter. It's 2 degrees now. I've just set off on my car. It was reading 2 degrees. See some frost on top of the Helvellyn range there, but there's no snow. Just looking around, I can't see any snow at all. Even up on Skiddaw, up towards 3,000 feet there's nothing. I actually had some snow at home 2 days ago. The garden and the car was white over, but it's soon gone, so it's just how it is. But looking forward to a nice night. I mean, look at the conditions. I've just seen actually 4 jets. Normally running 2s, but I've just seen 4 of them then. So they're out enjoying the weather. It's got some lovely views now across to Clough Head. That's where I camped a couple of months back, I think, in the Jomid, right on the edge there. That is a lovely camp, that. Don't know if you can see the frost just there. You might be able to. But I'm warming up nicely now. I'm dressed up like a Christmas bloody turkey with all this gear on, because that breeze is freezing. My gloves on as well. But once I start the slog up here, I'm going to take some bits off, then I don't start sweating. I just spoke to a couple of my subscribers there from Scotland. Great to meet you. And they said it's windy up there and bitter. So I'm just heading up the fell now, started the ascent up there, and the path is just really indistinct. There's nothing really. It gets better once we gain a bit of height. I think I can see it actually up there. I've got my top off now, gloves are off, I'm nicely warmed up, but I think it's a bit of a false sense of security because I'm sheltered by the fell from those northerly winds. But that's the view there, looking down to Derwentwater. Forgot where I was then. Fern bashing, looking for that path. Oh, at last I found the path there. It's hard work that. I've just been trudging up there. The jets are back somewhere, can't see them. Oh, there, 4 of them, yeah. Might be able to see them there. Nice, just cruising. It's good to be on a path. It just makes it so much easier. But what doesn't make it easier is we've been traversing previously. Now it's straight up. Oh, flipping hell. Phew. We'll keep going. Well, we made it, we're up. And there's that northerly wind. Oh. I've had to put my buff around my ears because I was getting earache. this is going to come off soon because I need to get some clothes on now. Skin, oh, a bit of frost on there. And there is the summit. Boom. Oh, I feel better now. Now I've got all this gear on. So I decided I'm going to pitch here. I should get a nice sunset there and then sunrise over that way tomorrow. A nice views looking down on Derwentwater as well. It's windy though and it's bitter. I don't know if I can be bothered getting the drone up because it's so windy. I'll see. But let's get the tent pitched up here. I've got about, what time is it? I've got about 50 minutes before it goes dark. Sorry, well, sunset. Still got a bit of light after that, but yeah, let's get the tent up and get out of this wind. Bitter. So I get out of this wind. Welcome to winter. Yikes. Just need to get all this lot sorted now. What we've got: sleeping quilt, big jacket, thermal trousers, sleeping mat, sleeping gear. Right, let's get out the wind. Oh, I've just been out to take some pictures and my fingertips are absolutely killing me. Flipping heck. I brought this little hand warmer thing, and I've got some of them hand warmers that you're in a packet, you know. But my God, fingertips. That's the thing I hate about winter. My hands are really struggling. My hands, just my fingertips. God, both of them. I literally took my gloves off for 10 seconds just to try and take some photographs and just. So, I can feel some heat coming through in that. Just this little recoup and hand warm. But welcome to winter. Look at the views though. Looking across there to Blencathra. And over there to the Helvellyn range and Thirlmere. I'm not putting my hand out, I'll show you. Look at that. Nice, eh? So much difference out of the wind, I tell you. So good to be out of the wind and in the shelter of this tent. Just views there looking down to Derwentwater. Oh, it's warming up now. That's good. So as usual when it's windy, what I do is I bring some extra pegs, and in the windiest end I split the guys that so that they've got one peg each there and there. Normally you put just two guys to one peg like that, but yeah, pleased with that. Oh, my hands, oh god, look at that though, really good views across there, right across there to the Lonsdale Fell range. You can see it all snow capped, and then Fell in there as well with the snow on. Nice, really nice. It's what time is it? Let's have a look. Sunset's about now actually. Because of the cloud we can't see the sunset, but it's still pretty stunning. But I tell you what, I'm going to get back in the tent and get my night gear on because it's absolutely freezing. Oh, come on. Oh. Okay, so I've got all my gear on now. Down trousers, down booty things, changed my socks, down jacket, and yeah, all good. Starting to go dark now, as you can see. Let's have a look. That wind's not easing up though, but I don't know about you, but every time in winter, especially when I come camping in winter, I lose stuff inside the tent. One minute it's there, next minute it just disappears as if by magic. So I don't know if it's the same for you, but I'm really made a conscious effort this time. I'm trying to keep everything reasonably organised. I've put everything in bags here. That's what I call my bag for life. That's just got my sort of chocolate in and bits and bobs. I've got my clothing and stuff in there. Jet boils there. I've actually brought some soup. Some soup. Yeah. So hopefully I can keep somewhat organised, but who knows. Got my quilt set up there and my pillow and Z-light, and it's great. I tell you what, this tent in winter, it's absolutely brilliant. For one, just having all this space, it's just so good. I mean, it's, what time is it? It must be about, yeah, it's 4:45 now, so I'm going to be in here until 8 o'clock. I think sunrise is about 8 o'clock. So, you know, having all this room, it's fantastic, it really is. Look at that. Just makes it so much more enjoyable when you're in for such a long time, and when you've got to make food and that, it's just so much more comfortable. Speaking of food, I think I'm going to get the kettle on and have a cup of tea. I remember my milk as well. So yeah, let's get the kettle on. Well, that wind's picking up now. It's just It's just gone 7:30, so I'm going to nip out and have a look at the guys and see what's going on, I think. Oh hell. Not sure if you saw that, but 30-mile-an-hour gusts, -14 wind chill. Woo! Woo! I think I'm going to shut that door for a bit. Shut that door. And whoa, maybe get another brew on. Right, I think I'm going to get some of this soup on. What do you reckon? Aye. Tell you what, soup's alright. Nice and warming. I've had this little out kit. I bet I've had this pot for about 3 years, maybe more. Never used it. So I was rooting around in the garage and I found it. I thought, try that. Bit of winter warming, eh? So it's 9:30 now, and just thought I'd give you a bit of an update. Outside temp. See that? -6. -6.1. It's too cold to be outside. Temperatures like this in these winds as well. If it was -6.1 with no wind, that's okay, but not in this wind. As I said, in -14 I think the wind chill was. So I ain't going out in that, although it's beautiful outside, it's totally clear. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you a bit of an update, because I can't remember it when my last video that I did a camp was. Can't remember. But I have done a couple of camps recently. Last week I did 2 camps up in Scotland, quite tough as well actually. The first one, I think it was Colbeig up in Assynt, just north of Ullapool, and my back was on the mend, but I did have a rucksack that was 17 kilos, which is heavier than I intended it to be, and it was a tough trek as well. I didn't film it. I couldn't. I wasn't in the mood. It's really tough carrying a 17 kilo rucksack up. I think it was 850 metres, something like that. And in Scotland, it's a fair trek in before you even get to the ascent. I think it was only about 4 miles overall, but when you're going across bogs and that, it was just tiring. And then a couple of days after that, we went down to Strathcarron and did another high summit camp. I think it was 870 metres, something like that. I can't remember what the name of that one was. I'll put it on the screen. But again, that was a tough ascent, very steep, with another heavy rucksack. But we saw a great aurora borealis on that one, really good. Then I came back, so I'd done them 2 camps, didn't do any filming, but I meant to tell you, when I went up to the Isle of Harris back in September, I think that was, I met Murray, Scotland's Mountains. What a pleasure that was. What a great guy as well, just full of energy. He's just like he is on his videos. He's absolutely brilliant, so it's a real pleasure to meet Murray. I didn't even take any, I was talking to him and I didn't even take any pictures or anything, but it did happen, honestly, it really happened. So that was great. And then when I was in Ullapool, I met a girl outdoors, Becky. Followed her since, probably I've followed her for about 5 years. She's an absolute inspiration. And Jake, boyfriend, he's got a great channel as well, Jake's Journey Mate, I think it's called. Young couple, absolutely brilliant, you know. Met him in the co-op. nothing fancy, no mountain summits or anything exciting, just in the co-op doing the local shop like we do. They're travelling around Scotland in Jake's van, so check out his channel, it's really good videos, really are. And then when we did the Colbeig camp up in Assynt, a friend of ours, Fergus, he's got his channel is Middle of Nowhere, that's it. And he does some brilliant videos up in Scotland as well. So we were up there, he was going to come up with us but he didn't have time, so he walked sort of halfway up as we were coming down, and then he paraglided back down, so we watched him do that. That was superb as well. So yeah, it was a good trip to Scotland, and my back was okay. So I want to say a massive thanks to you guys for all your wishes about, you know, my health and getting back on onto the camping again, because I had a back injury, and I had an ankle injury which turned out to be a calf injury, and I've still got it's sort of in my hip but just lower, and the physio reckons it's a glute problem, so I'm doing some exercises for that, and that's still hanging around. The others seem to be getting better, but the glute one just seems to be hanging around, which is frustrating because it's quite painful. So yeah, so that's up to date. I don't think I'm doing much else. Did my no more Wainwright. So this is a Wainwright camp. I think I'm on about 48 Wainwright camps, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, so that's you up to date, I think. But I'm enjoying it tonight. It's great in this tent. See the frost starting to form on the tent there. And I thought, oh, that's what I meant to tell you as well. Do you know my camp every calendar month thing that I started? I can't believe I started that back in April 2021, just after lockdown, and I set myself a target of doing at least one camp every calendar month, and it's still going. I can't believe it, actually. I mean, that first year was some real tough times, and I got through the first year and I just thought, oh, I'll try and keep it going. So I've done about 3 camps, I think, this November, but just tick that November box. But December and January, there's no doubt about it, they are hardest months. I mean, even this tonight, I think sunset was about 4:15, sunrise in the morning is about 5 to 8, so it's a really long night stuck in a tent, and it's that cold and windy outside. I'm not getting out of here. It's just absolutely freezing wind chill. So the long old nights, especially on your own, I mean, I'm okay with that, I'm used to it now. But yeah, so if I can get December and January out of the way, February, the light's starting to come back a bit then, the days are getting a bit longer. If I can get to April, that's 4 years. But it's not easy, you know. Sometimes you think, I'll leave it till the end of the month when the weather's a bit better. But then if something happens, if you get ill or something, it's done. So I ain't over the finish line yet at 4 years. You know, there's a bit to do yet, especially these really tough months. Right, so I've waffled on enough for long enough. I think I'm going to get my head down and try and get a bit of sleep. The winds are forecast to ease a bit in the night. Forecast, smallcast. We get what we get. Another thing I wanted to mention to you is this light from FLEXTAIL. They sent me this about 6 months ago, and I can't remember what it's called, Tiny Repel or something it's called. It's actually a mosquito repellent, but I've never used it for that because when I've taken it out it's been that windy or there's been no mosquitoes, and then when there has been mosquitoes I've forgot the blooming thing. But I tell you what, I've just used it as a light and it's brilliant as a light, really bright, and it seems to last forever. There's like a meditation mode. The brightness goes up and down, quite soothing. See, it's doing it now. Oh, there you go. And then so that's the meditation mode. And then there's different levels of brightness, and it seems to last forever, honestly. So they've sent me a 40% discount code. I'll leave a link in the description to this video. There's a 40% discount code if you want to get hold of one of them. There's a magnet on it as well, so you can magnet it to things that's metal, and there's a carabiner on the top. But yeah, it's great as a light. I've used it a lot, especially in the roof tent as well. I've been using it in there. It just seems to last forever with the battery in it. Anyway, check out the link, and if you fancy one, you get 40% off. It might even work as a mosquito repellent. I don't know. I'm not going to get any mosquitoes tonight, that's for sure. Right, that's me done. I'm going to check out now, and I'll see you in the morning. See ya. Oh, good morning. It's 25 to 8. Just waiting for the sun to come up. That's Blencathra in front of us there, so I won't be able to see the sunrise clearly anyway. But I've had problems in the night because, firstly, my sleeping quilt has got a hole in it. So if you can see there, there's feathers everywhere. Feathers all over there, all there, all there. Feathers. So I've packed that away, and I've also packed my sleeping mat away. Thermarest near where X-Light is been going down all night. So that's packed up as well. And I'm sat on the trusty old Z-Light. That's not going to go down, is it? So yeah, hands are freezing. I've just been messing about, my hands are freezing. But it's a beautiful morning, although last time I checked it was still -6. And the views that way are just fantastic. You see that? No snow though. That's looking up towards Skiddaw there. There's no snow. But it's let's have a look. It's a frosty old tent. That's Skiddaw up there. And there's the views. Lovely that. Oh, just waiting for my hands to come back. It's just absolutely freezing. But I think I'm going to get the kettle on and wait for that sun to come up. So it's just 8:10 now, and it's time for a Kenko with a view. Doesn't sound as good as a brew with a view, does it? But it's warm and it tastes good. Oh yeah. Breeze intense. It's that time of year again. Tell you what though, I'm not going to hang around here long. I'm going to get this coffee, then I'm going to start packing up, I think. It's bitter. So I'm done. Pretty much everything packed up inside of the tent now. And one thing I've failed at on this camp is the leave no trace ethos. I'm going to apologise, I have failed miserably. If you look out there, there's feathers all over the grass. Look at the state of it in here. Look at that. It's everywhere. I'm sick of the sight of them. It's like I've had a fight with a chicken. But yeah, I'll have to deal with that. I don't know if we can get it repaired or I'll have to get a new sleeping bag or a quilt or what. But I could have done without that. Bloody expensive. Anyway, let's get this tent down. So it's 9:10 and we're all packed up. Leave no trace. Look at that. Beautiful. Apart from a few feathers, I apologise for them. They are dispersing actually, so that view is fabulous views. Look at it. I just can't stop looking at it. Just the snow-capped mountains, the sun's coming up and lighting up the peaks with the snow on, and that's beautiful, that really is. Right, so I need to get that back on. I'm going to head back via the Skiddaw path, so I'll be heading back over that way and then down back to the car. It shouldn't take me that long. Let's go. I just dropped off that summit now in the sun, in a bit of shelter as well. There's no wind here really, so I'm going to get this this jacket off. Look at the views down there, dirt water, fantastic. Right, get this jacket off now, it's a bit warmer. Whew. So we just joined the path to Skiddaw, which is up that way. It's steep. It's a steep path to Skiddaw, that is. Oof, what a day. What a day. Car's just down there, so shouldn't be too long now. Well, here we are, we're nearly back now. There you go. That's where I was last night, up there. There's a path up to Skiddaw. That was great, that trip, really was, really enjoyed it. Nothing too major, but a good first get out, and a feel of winter about it. Get used to your hands dropping off and being freezing and all that. But I got something to deal with that kit when I get back, because I need to sort out that quilt, and I need to sort out my Thermarest sleeping pad. I've actually got a X-Therm as well, and I haven't used that because it keeps going down. I need to send that back. I've had it in the bath and everything. I can't find the leak on it, so I need to get that sorted out as well, which is frustrating. So yeah, I tell you what, I've met a couple of subscribers, two couples, two yesterday and one couple yesterday, one couple this morning, and it's great to talk to you guys. I love talking to you guys, seeing what you've been up to, and big thanks for you guys for stopping and talking to me. I always enjoy talking to you, so yeah, that was great. And that's it. Look at the colours, the autumn colours is beautiful. So big thanks for watching. Let me know how you're getting on, and if you've done any walking in this area, maybe camp up there. I think that's my 48th Wainwright camp, something like that. I don't know, I can't remember, something like that anyway. And big thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. See ya.